Hey everybody, welcome to my very first rewatch review. Yes, in my last video, when I reviewed Zodiac, which was a first time watch review, I said that for now on I'm gonna start kind of changing it up a little bit. I'm gonna start reviewing movies I have seen before, but only like some that like I haven't seen in a long time, or just some that I've only seen once. Um, anyways, yeah, this is my first rewatch review. I have seen this movie before, but it was a long time ago, and actually, I've only seen it once, also. I watched it again last night. Today I'll be reviewing the Truman Show. Yes, Truman Show. This was directed by Peter Weir, who is same director of Dead Poet Society, which I haven't seen yet, but I plan to watch it sometime. I should say this came out in the year 1998, which was the year I was born, actually. Um, and this movie, of course, stars Jim Carrey, and this was like his first I think it was kind of like his first dramatic role. Even though this movie's kind of I dropped my phone. Sorry. This movie's kind of a comedy, but it's like a little more dramatic than most of his films during that time, anyways. This was like his first. And also, just a second. What's his name? Ed Harris, I think is his name. Yeah, Ed Harris is also in this, and Paul Giamatti has a short role, and those are the only ones I know for sure. The other actors, I'm not really familiar with. Not really. Either that, or I just don't know their names. So sorry, I'm not gonna say their names. But so yeah. Anyways, okay. Truman Show. Yes. I saw this a couple years ago with my cousin, and I think he liked it quite a bit. But whenever he showed me it, and during that time, I actually wasn't a fan. Like I wasn't really into the movie. Um, I don't know. I just didn't care for it for some reason. So I decided to go ahead and watch it again because that was a while ago, and I like it better. I have to say, I like it a lot better. Actually, I do kind of like the movie, to be honest. And speaking of that, I guess you haven't noticed, maybe you have, but in the title, it doesn't say honest review. Now, of course, all my videos, all my reviews, of course, are honest, but I didn't call this an honest review because of the grade I gave this. So, which you'll find out in a minute. But I was kind of debating whether or not this should be called an honest review, but I decided not to because I gave it a better grade than my other honest review. Anyways, I like this movie better than I did the time before. I think it's pretty good, although I have to be honest, this movie could have been better. And I'll get to that in a minute. First, just in case you're not familiar with this movie, never heard of it or whatever, let me explain the plot. It's a really weird plot. It's a really weird story about this guy named Truman who is actually the star of this show, this TV show, I guess probably like a reality show about his life, and he doesn't even know it. He doesn't know that he's being filmed on camera. And Ed Harris plays the creator of the show, and this is like to him, this is like his big creation and stuff because the show becomes really popular, and the show is like it's 24 hours. So it shows every single thing in Truman's life, including whenever he sleeps, which is probably the boring part of the show. But yeah, like no commercial breaks, although there are moments where the characters are actually like kind of making a commercial while they like show like a product that they're like a food or drink that they're about to eat or drink, and it's pretty funny. That was a pretty funny joke. I even thought that was funny the first time I saw it. That was like the only thing I thought was funny about it. But yeah, but anyways, yeah, it's a really weird movie, and it takes place, while Truman is just discovering that he's in a show. I'm sorry if that's a spoil alert. I don't mean to spoil the movie there. I might be, but that's basically a part of the plot. So I won't say what the ending is, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's the movie, and it's good. It is really good. I'll start with the positives. It is really good. Um, I think it was very well written. That's probably the best thing about this movie. If it's yeah, how well written it is. I really dig the story. That's like my favorite part of the movie. And even back then, whenever I first saw it and I wasn't really into the film, I still liked the story. Um, and of course, it's very well acted. And of course, Jim Carrey was great. Like I said, this was his first like more like dramatic role, and he is funny in the movie, but because this is a comedy too, but it's a little bit more. It's a comedy drama. Um, and and yeah, and this was like his first like dramatic role, and this first role to prove that he's actually a good actor and not just a goofball. And that's pretty much what he was, you know, whenever he first got famous. Because like with movies like Ace Ventura, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, um, yeah, all he did was comedies, and he was just a goofball. But this movie proved that he's actually a pretty good actor. And other movies such as Man on the Moon and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, more dramatic roles for him came after this movie. Man on the Moon came out the year after this, 99. Truman Show was 98, and yeah. So this was the first movie to prove that he's actually a good actor, not just a goofball. Um, and everyone else in this movie is good. Uh, what's his name? The creator. I already forgot his name now. The actor. Give me a second. I just said his name. Ed Harris. Yeah. See, I'm not really familiar with him. I've heard his name before, but I never actually knew who Ed Harris was. But yeah, he's very good in this movie. Actually, you know what? Maybe I do know who he is. I'll pause this real quick. I could be wrong, but let me make sure. I'll be right back. Okay, I was wrong. I thought that he was RoboCop for a second. I thought that Ed Harris was RoboCop, but no, that was Peter Weller. My mistake. They kind of look alike though, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, he was very good as well, and everyone else. There's this one chick in this movie who was in. I'll go ahead and say her name. Laura Linney, Linney. Yeah. She looks like this. But she's in this movie too. I didn't mention her name because I'm not really familiar with her, although I do know her from one other movie, and that's Primal Fear with Richard Gere and what's his name? Edward Norton. Couldn't think of his name. What? Yeah. Yeah, she was in that, and that's whenever I was watching this movie, I was like, she looks so familiar. And I actually thought she was someone else. Who did I think she was? I I can't remember, but I thought she was someone else, and I looked it up. I was wrong. She wasn't that person who I thought, but she was from Primal Fear, and that's where I recognized her. So yeah. But anyways, yeah, she's also very good, and also this chick too. Don't really know her name. Natasha something. Sorry, I'm not good with names, but she was also very good. She played this girl that met Truman while he was a teenager, and he liked her, but like apparently I think she wasn't supposed to like be in a relationship with him for the show, so they kicked her out of the show, and it was supposed to be that other chick, the Laura Linney or Lenny or whatever, who she plays his wife. So yeah. Um, Again, sorry I'm not good with names, but anyways, yeah, they were both really good as well. Everyone was good in this movie, and I like the music too. The music was actually done. It wasn't done by three different people, but one of them was Philip Glass actually. But yeah, the score was really good. I like the score to this film. So I guess I'll go ahead and say what my negatives are. Um, well, I think it's just one negative I have. This movie is too short. Yeah, it's too short, and I think it should have been longer. And that would probably make the film better because I feel like this movie, I don't know, it rushed through. It doesn't even feel like this movie. How long is this? I mean, it's not long to begin with. It's only 103 minutes. But it even felt shorter than that, to be honest. Like, it felt like it was, like, kind of like a short film, to be honest. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say, like, really short, but around, like, 40 to 50 minutes. That's how, because this movie is, like, really fast-paced, and that's the only problem I have. There we go. That's the problem I have with this movie. This movie is too fast-paced, and that makes it too short, this film. And like I felt like they really rushed through in the third act. Although the ending is really good, but I felt like I don't know. I felt like they just rushed through it. Like whenever it was already happening, I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute, already?" Like I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting the movie to end yet. But yeah, this movie is just so fast paced, and I don't like movies that are like really fast paced. Yeah, I don't really like that. That's I think the only problem I have with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino film. Although that movie is long, it's like almost 3 hours long, but it feels like it, at least to me, it feels like it's shorter. And I don't really like that fact. I kind of feel like that movie could have been longer. Like honestly, if it was 3 hours long, maybe even four, it would just feel like it's 2 hours because that movie was really fast paced, and I would be okay with that. But yeah, but of course, I like that movie a lot. So, oh well. But this one, I don't know. It's too short, too fast paced, and too short. And I feel like that. Yeah, I feel like it could have been better if it was longer. Okay, maybe it not being too fast paced would be the problem, but it being at least longer. Like I don't know, around 2 hours. So that's my only problem, my only issue with the film. Other than that, this is a very good film. Um, I just think it could have been better because it was too short. So yeah. But yeah, I like this movie a lot better than I did the first time, and that might have been the reason why I didn't like the movie. I can't remember for sure because it was a while. Well, it was about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, and I think I was like just starting to get into to movies during that time. But but I'm glad I saw it again, and I liked it a lot better. Maybe the more I watch it, then I might like it a lot, and it might even become one of my favorite films. But because it is really good, I just have an issue with it how long it is, how short it is. Yeah, that's my only issue. But I guess I said all I'll say, so I'll go ahead and give it its grade. I am going to give it a pretty good grade. Like I said, it's not. I'm not calling this an honest review, so I'm giving this a B minus. I'm going to give Truman Show a B minus. And I'm sorry if you think it should be more than that, which I don't blame you. It probably should be, but like I said, it being really short is the reason why it's a B minus. Just be thankful it's not lower than that. That's all I have to say. I did like this movie, but I could have liked it a lot better if it was longer. So Truman Show B minus. That's the best I can do. Sorry, but yeah. All right, well, there we go. There's my review for The Truman Show, my first time rewatch review. So, in the comments, tell me, have you seen Truman Show? Have you not? Also, is Dead Poet Society worth watching? Because I am thinking about watching that movie. And is there any other Peter Weir movies you think I should check out? Let me down below in the comments. Also, what's your favorite Jim Carrey movie? Mine is Man on the Moon. I love that movie. And I kind of want to do a review of that, but I might wait for a while since it's one of my favorite movies. I think I said before I'm not going to review my favorite movies yet. But yeah, I love that movie, Man on the Moon. I also really like Eternal Sunshine, The Spotless Mind. But yeah. But anyways, please like and subscribe. And my next review, see, I'm going to do like a pattern. Since this was a rewatch review, my next review is going to be a first time watch review, and then back to rewatch, and then first time rewatch. Yeah, just like a pattern like that. So the next movie I'm going to review and watch for the first time is The Lighthouse. Yes, The Lighthouse. I can't wait for that. Hopefully, I'll like it. So I'll see you then when I review The Lighthouse. Okay, see ya. Peace.